Hello and welcome. In the last session, we have seen how to create space and different options inside the space management, how to assign that space to some uh, scope role, and how to add the user. And after that, we got our data builder, business builder, and other options here, connection, different options. So in the last session, I have added my space to all the scope roles. You don't need to add the space to all the scope roles to see these options. You can also add to any one of the scope uh, roles and you can see these options. But only thing is, depending on which scope role, your access will be different. Suppose if I say add my space to this scope modeler and add a user, I'll be able to create objects in data builder and all. Whereas if I add my space to this role as a viewer, I can only able to see the objects. I cannot able to create them. And for similarly for admin, like administrator, they can perform admin related activities. Uh, if it is a scope modeler, I think will not be able to perform admin related. Let's do one thing. Let's add our scope to, let's say this time, viewer, and see how it will be different when compared to modeler. So save it, add an user. Save it. So now I have added my space to one scope role. And see, as a viewer, let me refresh the browser. After refreshing also, I'm not able to see. So what you can do is just sign out. And let's re-log in again and see. So I'll enter my email and password. Let's log in and see whether I'll be able to see data builder. You can see here, I can see business builder, data integration monitor, connection. So I'm able to see, but if you remember my role I assigned is as a viewer, not a modeler. So let it open. You can see data warehouse scope viewer privileges. So let's see, I'll be able to create any objects here. Let's go to data builder. Okay, let it open. Yeah, you can see you don't see any objects here. Tables, views, like normally you'll get option, to create like tables. You will see what different kind of objects we can create. And you can see here, I'm not able to create anything. All are grayed out. I can only view. And if you remember, when we created a space, we activated some time related tables, right? These are the tables. Okay, those are activated. So similarly, like you can assign different role to this scope, so that based on that, you'll be able to like create objects, view object as support user or only admin related or consumer. So let's do one thing. Let's delete as a viewer. Let's delete this scope from the viewer. Let's go back to roles. And this time we'll assign my space to this scope modeler. Let's go and assign our space and user. Save it. Now I have assigned my space to scope role as a modeler. So let's go back and see. You can see it is assigned now as a scope modeler. Let's refresh the browser, whether the changes will be reflected or not. You can see. Let's go to data builder. and whether we'll be able to create something or not. Okay, still I'm not able to see. So let's sign out again and sign in. Let's see, after signing in, we'll be able to create or not. Okay, we logged in again. Let's go to data builder. Since I'm a modeler now, I should be able to create objects. So I think you can see the change already. Here I can see different type of objects: table, graphical view, SQL view, entity relationship model, analytical model, data flow, replication flow, transformation flow, intelligent lookup, task chain. So these are all the different objects you can create. We have data access control. Maybe this is not giving because uh, maybe because of different role I need to assign. So in the last session, I have assigned everything. So when going forward also, I'll assign all like my space to all the scoped roles so that, we'll have access to everything. And yeah, that's what about the space management and how to assign that to scoped roles and how it will differentiate based on the roles. Okay, that's all for now. I'll see you in the next session. Hopefully we'll start working on creating table now in the next session. Thank you.